revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Touchdown, 8th floor, come down, hotel, lobby. Receptionist, what now? 11 a.m. check out. Might give her one foul just to tell her it's one now. How come? I need rest, no recess on my schedule. Right. Mama used to serve vegetables, now half the meals got tentacles. Right. Half the Emirates need a reservation and half my money goes straight to taxes. But I don't trip about it, that's what happens when you got dreams closer than a match. And plus all your boys got expensive habits. Go. I know what they're thinking, they don't even gotta say it. Nope. They thinking they just made it. I know how to make everybody feel famous. I don't gotta work no day shift. I don't gotta split no payment. I don't gotta answer questions. Right. And I don't need you to okay it. Yeah. Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pound. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown.
They can't take it to 10.
Hey.
See. Oh, damn!
Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, gold tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more boys than a Shawshank. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, gold tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. I don't wear ball mains. All I ever do is ball main. I am not a rapper, they all lame. I am not dope, I'm hard. Wait, I can power up and level up at any moment. Spitting like a semi, only give me semicolon. Couple zeros like I'm sending yell nets. Every flow is unmatched and I better get set in. Finish them. Mess around with me and I diminish them all. Even if I ever did the minimum all. In the end result, I'm better killing them all. Rogue One, but I got a team with me. Batman when I got a team with me. I get mean, I get green. Show the whole game what's never been seen. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, gold tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more bars than a Shawshank. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, gold tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more bars than a Shawshank.
Designer sneakers hurt my feet now. Every beat is getting beat down. Couldn't eat, well watch I eat now. Like how you getting paid to freestyle? Different cities every week now. Every woman is now. What state prop you looking bleak now? I was home to sleep designing sheets now. 30 different missions. When I speak they listen. Couldn't find it so she fishing. Who the crew, it wasn't you. I know it's true cause you look like the opposition. Run it up. Greatest ever sums it up. I ain't have a lot when I was coming up. Kinda made my stomach turn.
With Chesapeake Bay gleaming in the distance, we are inside M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore, Maryland. The two teams emerging from their respective tunnels a minute ago to the approval of this Baltimore crowd. They're all set as their Ravens will match up with the Arizona Cardinals. Two teams here fresh off Week 1 victories who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Ready. 43's the mic. You got nothing to win.
On first down, Dobbins. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. 5 yards on the game's first play, 2nd down.
I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Watch left, watch left. Silver.
Now it's Jackson. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line.
Well, that's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. On 3rd down, Jackson. He may try and run for this. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 42. Everyone in this stadium knows Jackson can do that as well as any QB in the league. They talked about limiting some of his running this year, especially the design runs, but he's still going to scramble when he feels he has green in front of him. He led all quarterbacks last year, 695 yards rushing. And keep in mind, 80% of those came in the 7-game stretch when he was named starter late in the season. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the 41-yard line.
Hey. Watch tight. Tight end's right. Watch tight.
On 2nd down now. Dobbins, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs, and let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
Jackson, nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
On is the punter, Cook, who sends it away. And this is a beauty as that ball's going to angle out at the 6-yard line. So well done there, and these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do, and now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
Here we go.
A first carry now for Kofrani Muhammad. He's going to have the first down past the 20. 15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
So the previous play, a big help, as now they'll have it 1st and 10 up at the 20. First down, Murray. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal first down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they've put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll run with Muhammad. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Last week, of course, the great performance, over 200 yards. He still wants to be fed.
And they should. That's exactly what you should do. I have not yet met a running back that's run for over 200 yards that says the very next week, hey, let's back things up.
Yeah, I don't need it as much.
No, they want it more and more. They're going to be ready to go because they think that's going to happen naturally now.
On 2nd down, Muhammad. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. it's a big man's game. And it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. And now Murray's going to set up the throw. Looking deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
But that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Here's Muhammad. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They'll try and run for it. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
4th and 2 in the NFL, not ordinarily a running down anymore. Usually that ball's moved through the air. They went ahead and gave it to the back, and he ends up picking up the first down. I'm not sure if they...
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Michigan man, Jake Ryan. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure, but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Pick it up, defense. Let's go.
Jackson. And his throw is incomplete. Byron Murphy, the one who got a hand in to knock it away.
Incomplete. Coverage by Byron Murphy.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo.
On 3rd down, Dobbins. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. No score after 1 on EA Sports.
Keep playing hard, fellas, all day. Woo! Let's get it.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll try and run for it. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Now a give right side. Dobbins. The tackle there by Patrick Peterson.
Not much happening there on 1st down.
Thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
The Ravens on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Now a handoff here to his running back. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And finally taken down at the 20-yard line. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. And into the red zone now. And Charles, they told us offense in the red zone was a focus this week in practice.
A huge priority, and the key was to get points. So you know that all the time during the week they talked about executing, taking care of the football, no big mistakes. Make sure they put points on the board and come out of it with that.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 16-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Check, 43. It's just me and you. It's just me.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 5.
The Ravens on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Jackson now off the bootleg. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Devon Kennard in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. Tucker named the league's all-pro kicker for the 3rd time in 2018.
Go ahead and admit it. The only time that you get excited about Justin Tucker kicking is when he actually misses.
It's
and
rare.
excited is not the right word. Surprise is more what we're talking about. 90.1% coming into 2019. He's incredible.
Let's go.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
Murray now to throw. Going to throw right side here. Complete. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. On the carry, it's Muhammad. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he'll get this down to the 39-yard line. A Cardinal first down on a gain of 13.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
Gets this to Isabella on the jet sweep. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Well, we saw them there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. On second down now, Muhammad. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on third down. To throw is Murray. He's going to look, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Andy Isabella, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Cardinals have taken the lead. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive. He's got a man complete. Give him 32 on the play.
I think it's pretty safe to say that initially they had to be thinking about trying to get into field goal range. But after that shot right there, they've got to be thinking bigger right now.
And that was probably their thought offensively. If we hit this, great, let's go for the end zone. If not, settle for a field goal. Looks like they can try to hit pay dirt. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. In that time for the sack, say hello to Chandler Jones.
3rd down and 8.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. They'll run it now out of the gun. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one, as it's good from 56 yards out. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
This will be fielded at the 6. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Around the NFL, they're into the second quarter in the Meadowlands. And that one's pretty well wrapped up as the Giants have grown their lead even further. And we'll try and keep you updated on those events and others around the league as we continue through this one. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. This one caught by Isabella. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Throwing on first down is Murray. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete. He was trying to hit Taylor Gabriel that time, and that'll bring up second down. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. A final shot before half from Murray. He'll let this go for the end zone. So a very tight first half. We had to break in a 1-point game. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Cards with the lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. This will be fielded at the 6. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Switch. Pass it. That's it.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Murray. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. It's a gain of 34. I guess that answers the question of whether or not they're going to try to play conservative and protect this lead in the third quarter.
And I think this is something we're seeing more and more of in the NFL. Teams not playing to protect leads, teams playing to extend them.
They'll run on first down. Muhammad. They'll get the first down and more inside the 20. Touchdown, Cardinals. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals push further out in front. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams...
And now nothing but green ahead of him. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys have cut the lead down to 2. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Check 26, check 26.
Now Murray throwing on 2nd down. Going right side here, and that's complete. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll run it. This is Muhammad. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
That's it, baby.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple yards out of it. Because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
From the 44, Murray nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Calais Campbell finding his way home for the sack. Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Murray with a 3rd and long. Going deep for Hopkins. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him. And what I mean by that is what you said, 3rd and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37, and his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Keep in mind, he had the 3-interception game last week, so we requested to talk with him this week. He was all smiles. He's still all smile.
Yeah, we didn't jinx him at all, did we?
No.
Because ordinarily that happens, things fall off, but not in this case. I think a lot of it goes back to his technique. His ability to see the quarterback throw the ball while understanding where the receiver is running his route allows him to make a lot of plays on the football, and he's taking it away at a really high rate.
On 2nd and 9, Murray. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big time?
And he will score! Touchdown, Baltimore! Lamar Jackson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Ravens have retaken the lead. Well, the defensive coverage was good, so good he just decided to make a play of his own, and it worked out.
Yeah, you often wonder if they think to themselves, was the coverage too good to allow him to run the football? But I think you'd rather take your chances with him doing exactly that, and he beat him on that play all the way to the end zone.
This will be fielded at the 6. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Hey, watch the slant. Check it with check 13. Flare. Hey, check Mike 39. Check Mike 1.
They go play action here on 1st down. Buying time to his left. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down. Well, we know that Murray can run the football. He rushed for 1,000 yards during his final year at Oklahoma, better than 7 yards per carry. And Cliff Kingsbury says, I trust him running the football. This is a guy that has known his quarterback since 2012 when Murray was a sophomore in high school. Kingsbury was in the OC at Texas A&M. He would go on to take the Texas Tech job, but the two maintained a great relationship. Both are from Texas, both quarterbacks, and both with fathers heavily involved in their football careers. Well, Cliff Kingsbury, he trusts his quarterback implicitly. 2 yards, good enough for a first. Murray now on first down. Eluding the pressure right. He'll try and run it. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Oh, here we go. All right. Check. It's a 6. Bullet.
On 2nd down, Muhammad. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Back now in Baltimore. It's Cardinal football, but they trail here as we get set to bring you the 4th and final quarter. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Escaping the pressure right. And it's incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Let's go, D.
Murray looks to throw again, 2nd and 10. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. Hits his target. It's Taylor Gabriel. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Here we go on 4th down. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that, but by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. Steps away to his left. He's going to... Oh, no, he lost the football. And this one's going to go out of bounds, so no recovery. But on 4th down, a change of possession anyway.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
Back-to-back 1-yard runs here, so that leaves him with a 3rd down and 8. So that'll back them up 5. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
Kill, turn up. Undercut. 48's the mic. Check, bro. Watch the curls.
Murray gonna throw. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. And the kick by Gonzalez is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. I guess the good news as they start this drive is that they still do have the lead, Charles. If their defense hadn't been able to hold them to a field goal on the other side, they'd be down. But now it's about preserving that very small lead.
It is preserving and maybe stretching it out a little bit. Because if you're a starter on that side of the ball, I certainly hope you didn't loosen up your shoulder pads or start to cut the tape off. Because if you did it way too soon. They've got to go back out there with renewed vigor, for lack of a better term, and also a good plan. They need points, and they need them now.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. On first down, Dobbins. Jordan Phillips is the one on the stop.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the fourth quarter, we see both teams hold up the four fingers. Fourth quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the four fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. They'll keep it on the ground. Dobbins. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a third down at 4 now.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball. And that way, you often control the game.
From the gun on third down, Jackson. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to fourth down. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. Here's Jackson. And no, it's incomplete. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. Then the Cardinals will now take over with excellent field position.
Here we go. Touchdown. Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. He don't want it. He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up. Hey, check Mike 39. Check Mike 39.
A big spot now for the rookie Murray. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Play action. Now it's Murray. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Sacked there by Jadeveon Clowney. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter.
Check 15. Check 48 months. Better bring it. You better bring it. I'm letting you know right now.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Murray. And that is incomplete.
I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, fourth quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down.
He's checking. Crash. 22. You get blocked.
Murray sets to throw on fourth. He's going to wind up and air it out. It's caught inside the 25. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. Two minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the fourth quarter. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year, as his guys have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. They do tack on the extra point as well, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Here's a run on 1st down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
At the 38-yard line.
Back to throw. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
Short gain last 2 plays. Who do you think's excited about that?
Absolutely. This defense, they're saying go right ahead with those. On 3rd down, Dobbins. He will have the 1st down as he's brought down up near midfield. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. Here's Jackson. And he can't hang on to it. That would have sealed it. Instead, 2nd down. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is it just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. He's back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. One last shot for Jackson. And the pressure gets to him again. Well, Charles, a pretty exhilarating finish to the end of this ball game. At the end, the Hail Mary prayers, though, they went unanswered. Could have won it, but couldn't get it done.
Almost fell school.